LEGO Ninjago Dragons Rising Season 3 Part 2 sets are officially revealed from LEGO, as well as a new line adult theme base called Ninjago Legends. Now, although we don't know a lot about either, Dragons Rising Season 3 Part 2 has leaked, and you can watch the first 8 episodes on a Google Drive. But in today's video, I wanted to talk about the LEGO Sins because May 4th has ended, and it looks like LEGO has put Ninjago as the face of the website, which all rightfully so. Ninjago is personally my probably favorite theme from the LEGO group. I just think their minifigs sets are always a top tier better buy, bang for your buck, considering the IP license I think plays a role into it. But like I said, we have 10 LEGO sets I want to take a deep dive into from Ninjago. So if that interests you and you haven't liked today's video, give this video a like button if you enjoy Ninjago as much as I do. Starting things off with a set that's not on the Ninjago website, at least in the sub-theme, you literally have to search this set number. It is super frustrating, but we have the Guardian Dragon. Now, this set is going to cost $150. Right now, it's available for pre-order, but it will ship out June 1st, which is right around the corner. Now, I'll be honest, I'll probably be going in stores and buying this day one because my gosh, is this set look fantastic. I do have the Source Dragon of Motion, and I know that one is a little bit more play scale, has more minifigs, but it's the same price threshold. So I'm gonna hold it to a standard of that price tag. It does come with one minifigure, and it looks like he may be exclusive, and it is gonna be Sensei Wu in his new Legends attire, because this is branded as Ninjago Legends. Now, we did talk about these a little bit on a live stream. One of my friends, Matt Mellish, called out that you're going to get an exclusive poster in the set, and it's actually this poster in the lifestyle image here. So that poster is going to be included when you buy this, at least day one. I don't know how long it's going to last forever, but it is branded as 14 plus line, and I don't know. I love the box art. I think it's a huge draw. I'm all over it. I'm all in for new Ninjago stuff, new waves, whatever it may be, and this is pretty epic. Anyways, this one has a brick built stand, which I think is really cool. It does not look like you could display the dragon without having the stand. So there's no integration where you could just have a dragon, similar to what we've seen with other Ninjago dragons. But overall, the green color scheme over gold, I think it looks fantastic. The wings fan looks very large, like trying to compare it to this girl over here that's building. I love the brick podium. You have some, Asian architecture. You got a tree, you got a nice rock that he's standing on, or mountain. Then you have like the temple entrance. So pretty cool looking set. I'm all over it. I do like the wings and the fabric that is used to make them. It looks like we are getting a molded dragon head for this. So follow-up information on that one coming in the future, hopefully when we get the chance to build it. And then only the second Legends, a Ninjago Legends set we will see is the Fire Knight Mech. So both sets over $100. This one's going to be $120, so a little bit cheaper. It's going to be decked out in red, obviously either Wildfire or Kai, but this one looks to be Kai because it does come with the Kai minifigure. It does come with another no-named character, and I think the character's name, after going through the specifications here, was just like a villager rowboatman. So it's kind of odd there's no boat, at least in the front image. However, if you go through some of the images, this is what's really cool. It comes also with a brick-built stand. And you can see there's like a rowboat getting crushed by almost this like Kraken character here in pink. So that's pretty neat. So 2 characters inside of this one, hopefully both being exclusive. I think the minifig for Kai he just looks great. I love the torso printing. I love the, different color arms in gold and then typical Kai hair. So anyways, really excited about that. But the mech itself, I think, is a unique manner because, I mean, look at this cape piece. Look how it's being just displayed. It looks fantastic, and even his weapon of choice looks pretty good. I do like the fact that they offer you to display this set, unlike the dragon, just on both feet, or if you really want to, you can display it on like the brick built stand. So I really like that option. Like, you can have this as an ultimate display, or you can display this just with mechs, like all the other million Ninjago mechs that are on the market. Maybe not a million, but you know what I'm saying. So anyways, that's the other one. This one is also available for pre-order. I will link all the pre-orders here in the top. They are affiliate links. If you do decide to use them and support the channel, thank you so much. But it doesn't cost you anything. So moving forward, we next have Ninjago Dragon Rising Season 3 sets. So the first one I want to talk about is $10, the Kai's Motorcycle Speed Racer. There was concern that we'll see price tag and price inflation on some of these sets, but it looks like that's not the case considering this is $10. Now, keep in mind, this is an August 1st LEGO release, and it comes with 2 minifigs, one being the new Dragonian characters. We don't know a lot about them unless you've watched some of the Season 3, but no spoilers in today's episode. But it's going to be like, I don't know. We seen the end of Season 3 Part 1, right? Where basically Thunderfang swallows Moro. So that's not a spoiler considering that's out. But these new characters look pretty awesome. I love the translucent blue. I love the dragon headpiece here. That is a continuation from the Dragonian Warriors in red. I have to get an army of these because they just look great. But there's Kai minifig. It looks like that same hairpiece is used in the Legend sets, but as far as like torso and leg pieces, those all look different. So moving forward from that $10 set, I think it's a pretty good value for, you know, $10, getting 2 motorcycles at a chase villain Kai. Pretty good value. Moving forward, we have Rogue's Mech Dragon. This set looks very interesting. We don't see a lot of dragons from Ninjago on 2 legs, like especially like stationary and stood on 2 legs. So to get this is pretty neat. We are going to get some new characters inside of this. One, I love Arin's headpiece here and his black shoulder pads. I think it just looks so great, just like season 3 Dragons Rising. I think they did such a good job, Lego. Like, good job. Also, the other Dragonian warrior here does not have the translucent legs. He actually has the ghost piece for his legs, so that's pretty interesting. And if you remember, we had red Dragonian warriors before. Now they are being, you know, reproduced in this blue and translucent blue color, but also the wings being now in the darker blue, and then also the headpiece being in gray. So pretty cool there. Off the top of my head, I'm trying to forget I keep forgetting the Forbidden Five's name, but I think off the top of my head, that's Rox. That's the main villain. She's kind of the leader of the Forbidden Five, and she looks. I think Lego did a good job with this one as well. Headpiece looks good. Even her, you know, shoulder pad, you know, pretty simple and basic, but torso, legs, and even her cap piece, which is the same as Rogue's, just in a different color. Of course, Rogue being Jay is definitely having some character development already, and hopefully to continue that in season 3, part 2. But one thing I do want to call out is this sword. That looks like a new piece here for Arin. That is very intense. Aside from that, the build has a nice cape for this small rogue mech, which we did see an appearance in Ninjago Dragons Rising season 3, part 1. And then also, of course, the Rogue's Mech Dragon, which is pretty neat. Anyways, next set we have is $23. This one probably would have been nice at $19.99. But again, August 1st release. Inside is just going to be Arin's mech. And it's going to come with Baby Ryu, and again, another one of these Dragonian warriors that are, you know, kind of the ghost/ghoulish feel to them, which, again, overall look really good. But anyways, the reason I'm so excited about this set is because it's the 5th one of its kind. We've seen the debut in 2023 where we saw Cole's Earth Mech one, we saw Kai, and then we saw Sora's, and they had all interchangeable pieces. Therefore, you could change out the arms, the legs, the weapons, and mix match them. And I thought that was really fun. And then we later saw Lloyd get one. And now we're getting Arin's here in 2025. So nice feature from Lego. Kudos to Lego for doing that. Continuing the line. I like these. I enjoy these. I don't think I have Lloyd's, but I have the other 3. So I'll have to grab this one and Lloyd's in due time. Moving forward, we have a $100 set from Dragons Rising Season 3. It's the Ninja Combat Vehicle. This one definitely feels the most highly inflated price point, at least in my eyes. Considering you only get 561 pieces, it's typically not a Ninjago standard having a terrible price per piece count ratio. And for those of you who don't know what that means, it's just pretty typical that Lego sets, for the most part, are around 10 cents price per piece. So if this was 600 pieces, this would technically be around 60, give or take 70 or $50. Now, this is absolutely double that, at least in price per piece, but partially is probably because you're getting a lot of these larger elements. Like, these are Lego Technic pieces here, like these little wing pieces, and then also the ginormous wings. I mean, this set does look really big. I'd be interested to see just how big this set is, but even judging from the lifestyle images, like it looks rather large. So hopefully it's worthwhile. I will say for $100, they definitely inflated the price point because you're going to get this exclusive Frack minifig. And for those of you who have been watching Dragons Rising, you definitely probably been waiting out for this character, and it's about time Legos made him. So super excited Legos realized this. But aside from that, I don't think any of these other characters will be exclusive. As of right now, I think Wildfire will come in the bounty, which we'll look at in just a second. We've seen the Kai in one of the other sets, and then Cole I don't think we've seen yet. But yeah, the other Forbidden 5 character we do have. So anyways, moving on forward, here is the temple bounty that I was talking about. Inside is going to be a slew of minifigures. And like I mentioned, unfortunately, it doesn't look like any of these are going to be exclusive because that Cole is going to come in that Ninja Combat set. Wildfire as well. Narked we already have, as well as in another set, which we'll look at in a minute. Rogue has already been established, and so far Zane and Nia are the only ones we haven't really looked at. The sword piece also looks amazing. Regardless of the minifigs, at $200, August 1st release, this set feels like the Ninjago Destiny's Bounty from the Ninjago movie. just different, right? It is just a top tier Lego set. I'm all over this. Again, August 1st rolls around. Cristo is going to be buying this and building this day one. The cloth sails here look fantastic. Even the prints on them just look so good. The ship itself looks just out of a professionally well done Lego ship. Like, even if you're not a Ninjago fan, I feel like this set could speak wonders to you. I think Lego throwing in a brick built stand here definitely took it to the next level. I don't think we've seen a lot of that, especially from the Ninjago ships, but as Lego's made a lot of ships like the Endurance, the River Steamboat, the Merchant Boat from Bricklink Designer Program here in just the last year, I'm sure they have a standard that needs to be held accountable, right? And I think they definitely brought that here with the Destiny's Bounty. Even having like this rotatable knob, which is something we saw in like the Endurance and the River Steamboat. It's just a feature that we've seen, so it's like it makes sense why they would do something like this. So kudos to Lego for doing that, taking this set to the next level. I think $200 for this is not bad considering how massive this is. I mean, if you look at the Endurance and some of those other ones, I mean, those are expensive Lego ships. This one is just better because it's Ninjago. So anyways, that's August 1st. Hopefully we'll learn more about this one in the coming days, but 2,387 pieces. Next up, we have another Master Dragon. It's Rontu, the Master Dragon, Season 3, Dragon's Rising. This is a dragon that is kind of going alongside Eagle, the Master Dragon. So pretty cool to see this one get realized in Lego. Again, there's that Narked minifig, there's Wildfire, and then there's a Sora and Lloyd, which I don't think we've seen in any of the other sets, at least at this point in time. 381 pieces for $50. I do like the molded wings here. That's something different. I guess we don't get a lot of. You can sit here and complain, I want cloth, I want plastic, I want molds. Whatever you prefer, this is at least something different. I feel like we haven't got them except for Baby Dragon Ryu, I guess, is the most recent one that I can think of. But overall, Dragon looks pretty simple and standard, gets sticker elements. It's another Ninjago Dragon on the market. I'm not huge on some of the play scale ones, but again, always adding them to the collection never hurts. We next have another over $100 set, and it's the Lloyd's Jet Mech. This one is in the dark green, so definitely fitting Lloyd. And then there we go. We get Lloyd and Sora. So, of course, those minifigs are not going to be exclusive in this set. So far, I think the only ones that were exclusive were the Nia. So far, Nia and Zane, which came exclusively. Was it in this one? Yeah. In the Bounty, which makes sense so far. And then also another Forbidden 5 character. It looks like we're going to be getting inside of this one. It looks like it is transformable, which I do love that Lego Ninjago does. So it is a jet mech. It turns into a jet, but it can also be a mech. I'm all over this. I love this style of builds. It's so fun. And then there's one of the other Forbidden 5, which I'm drawing a blank on their name because I've only seen the season 1 and I'm terrible names. But villainous trio of Kurtire and a special Dragonian warrior. So Sora, Lloyd, Ninja, villainous trio. So yeah, that's Kur. So his Forbidden 5 ability is that he like makes people not die, but like he ages them and like they basically wither. So pretty cool character there. This one actually has a white top Dragonian headpiece. I don't know if we've seen that in some of the other ones, but anyways, getting an exclusive minifig inside this one is definitely going to have a draw to it. So I'll definitely be scooping that bad boy up. And then the last Lego set here, also August 1st, is going to be Drix, which we've seen in a nice little $10 pack alongside a J, which this J does look different. And then there is a Nia. So 4+ line. I'm honestly content that it's not a $40 or $50 4+ line. I feel like the 4+ line is some of the most overpriced Lego sets we've seen in the past. For $23, this is actually not horrendous, like as we've seen some pricing in the years past. So Star Wars especially, but like that $50 Crimson Hawk. 111 pieces, $23, still kind of tough to swallow, but it would have been perfect at $20 or even likely 15, but still not terrible in the price range. That Nia does look like she is comes inside the Destiny's Bounty, so unfortunately that Nia kind of gets brought back down to reality in forms of minifigures. So I guess technically Zane is the only one that's exclusive in the Bounty now. So anyways, I'll have a more list of figs if you want to learn more about the figs later down the road. Aside from that, that's all 10 Ninjago sets that are coming down the road. I'm glad we got to go through this and take a deep dive together. I'm super excited for this. Let me know in the comments below which Ninjago set you're most excited for, and would you want to see me do like a mega review if I do get my hands on all of these? I don't know if I'll get them early, but at least day one, maybe I can go in store and buy them. But anyways, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Like today's video, subscribe if you want more Lego content like this, and we'll see you in the next one.